comes and goes, 'cause you might find what you're looking for.
Oh, we are straight into it. There's already players up mid, and look at this. The pistol rounds have been dynamic, and Maka is already looking for a fight. He's got one. He's got two. There's even a player behind him, but Cabbi has been slow to respond, maybe expecting the Tummel's push as a result. Now there's a fight going on top long, and, well, just Cabbi left. That pistol round's over in the blink of an eye. 30-second pistol.
Hadji, easy frag. Yeah, I mean, it's not like they even lost numbers to always the same place. They were just completely crumbled. No chance into the round, and lack of a bomb plant. Going to deny a chance for a buy here, I very much suspect. So, yeah, good for Falcons. Good start. Now I need to build upon it and make sure they do actually keep good numbers alive.
I am loving the dynamic pistols we've got. I feel like so often teams just run really boring pistol rounds where it's just a coin flip. And I like teams taking the initiative. I like CTs getting wild with it, getting weird with it. Speaking of wild and weird, this is not. It's pretty straightforward. It's just a 5-man rush up catwalk. And Python is going to miss a lot of bullets. Makazin's now dead. Python's quite low. Uh-oh. 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 Oh, this is a catastrophe. Allen, they've lost 3. What? This is no investment Glocks. I don't even think there was a P250, and they've gotten completely demolished, destroyed, dismantled. EcstticCabbi needs to try and save his team, and he cannot do anything. Like, I am flabbergasted. Falcons just got shot out of the sky.
What's just happened?
Just a 5-man rush up cat.
I just
best strat ever.
I'm so confused. I mean, they're how do you get blindsided that badly? Is the mid B player not calling that Cad is open? Is I have no words. You honestly.
For Maka. Look at Maka. Oh, he missed him.
I mean, the flank's good, but with the weaponry here, it shouldn't be to a lot of consequence.
At this point, Maka's just going to tuck and hope someone tries to rotate back out. But they don't really need to. Time whittle off the clock will shift players around a little bit. Here comes the smoke. Hadji's a bit out of position for this. Maybe playing for the wrap-up on towards a ramp instead of keeping off with long. Prayers coming through here. There's the flank. He gets one. One is all she wrote, though. And they're going to back out. They're going to save this. What little they have, they are going to try and save, and that is going to be ECSTATIC, pulling into an early lead.
Still reeling from the Glock eco. Still reeling. I think Falcons are as well, because Dust2 might be the hardest map as well to win it. It's just whatever way you go, you're taking long-range duels. And they won those duels. Still a little bit unbelievable. And that quickly changed the trajectory of this game, because now it's ECSTATIC with... I mean, they were ecoing Mike, so they've got so much money. They've got so much money. Falcons can't invest anything more into this one. I mean, barring another unbelievable eco win, this is a great start for ECSTATIC.
Ooh, 2 have crossed. Bob didn't connect. But look at this push up mid. And goodbye push up mid. Goodbye. Nice shot from NBK. Probably doesn't matter. They know where both players are. They're just going to go up long in the meantime. Molly now tossed in. Forces the player back. And actually air burst. That's interesting. Alright, so if Misuta hits some nutty shots here, maybe something's about to happen.
Kraken's 1 bullet.
TK. Mankz put down Kraken to get that kill. But now they know NBK's in mid, so they can plant. And what can NBK do about this?
Why does Cabbi keep peeking suicide when he knows the AWP is spamming?
Because he's gonna be an alpha and win the duel, Alan. Don't worry about percentage play or the smart read. Just click heads, and then you're good.
That's the philosophy. That's the philosophy. Call that the NA, the mindset.
Woo! Boost up. Brass is looking for it. Going back into the peak. Don't know about that one. So, an early victory here for Falcons now that the guns have come out. This is a very risky buy. No armor on Maka. Look at the utility. It's putrid. No kits, for sure. It is bare bones. They're going to need to do the shooty shoot. Or they're going to need to scooty scoot into the next round. And I think it's going to be up to Misuta to do the shooty shoot. He's been good on the previous 2 maps. Now he needs to try and deliver his team through this round. Kraken and Cabbi playing this together. Oh, Misuta's dead. There's no way, right? There's no way he even gets one. That alone is impressive, considering how up the river he was. Python's going to be in on this fast flank. There's no one actually in towards A, but they don't know that. Python could be huge. No one's watching. No one's watching. Where's the timing on this? Mankz should be dead. Oh, he turns! What a shot! Saves them from catastrophe here. But an audio cue by that smoke fade. Hadji should find the damage. The flashbang is good. Molotov in towards Catwalk will allow them to likely plant this bomb. PK's gotten out past it. They may not expect this. Oh, with the mauling in towards Gandalf, that tells me they're wary. One found. Only one for NBK, and that's the round over and done with.
Wow, that was... I almost feel like divine intervention to win ECSTATIC that round, because Falcons, at every kind of... If you divide the round up into pieces, at every point they had a huge advantage, be that a man advantage, all the information, and ECSTATIC still win it. I mean, Mankz, what a time to turn around. I mean, half a second later, he's dead. That's a no-chancer. But ECSTATIC, block eco into another unlikely round.
All right. I was wondering why NBK kept being the one who's gotten the scout, right? He's had it for like every one of these eco rounds so far, and that's the one. That's where he's delivering, Alan. Okay. All right. Clearly, none of these rounds can be taken
Cabbi's
for
tagged
granted right
as well.
now.
Oh, my lord.
Oh, could this be the round for Falcons? Cabbi's running. I think Maka might overextend into his op crosshair. No, Cabbi's just in. Oh, Python hits the first shot. That was one of the healthy players. Uh-oh. Queenix is the only healthy player remaining. Never mind. His ankle's been chopped off, and NBK puts him down. Into the dirt he goes. 2 limping players, all that remain, make that none. As this is how Falcons get on the board.
Oh, listen, Mike. This is not a map I'd recommend to teams looking to learn clinical Dust2 play.
No.
Put it that way. But raw entertainment value. This is the best game of Dust2 I've ever seen in my life. This is amazing.
Yeah, early on, I mean, every round's delivered. No op is an interesting choice. Look at the expenditure from these players. You definitely could have dropped one over. I mean, two of the players who were safe in the previous round could have definitely dropped an AWP, but they won't go for it. Misita's deleted trying to get in towards the pit, and HADji's now extremely nervous. Flashbang after flashbang he's catching. Just that chain flashes are brutal there. The timing, though, is worse. Oh, HADji, can he escape? They're going to chase this. They don't want to let him out. HADji will just get around the corner. But it is still an advantage for ECSTATIC, and they've got presence in the tunnel. So Queenix, at some point, might call for his teammates to rotate. Problem is they've got no vision in mid. So for all they know, there's a player up by car right now just waiting for that rotate to come in. It would be a logical jump. It's happened twice already.
Very much put the brakes on. They mucked up the corner smoke to get a player into pit, so that's where they're really taking their time, and they have to save the two remaining smokes in these long players for the eventual cross. So they'd love to get Brezza into pit, but on 15 HP, he's going to need a little bit of help. Flashbangs would be nice as well. Molotov. So into the close corner, so shouldn't catch HADji. Bambo shows the position. He's felled. 4-on-2. They just need to play together now, ECSTATIC.
They're working on it. They've got the call. Queenix's position this entire time has afforded them a safe beach upon which to land. So they're out of here. They're gone. Smoke will come in for the door cross. And the round should be done.
Pretty close on the time, you know. 2 seconds.
Yeah, well, you know, plenty of margin. Plenty of margin. Ooh.
I really enjoyed this round from ECSTATIC. They choose to take long without the corner smoke, which makes it truly awkward for the CTs because you're almost trained, Mike, to think it's going to be there. So it's hard to play against it when it's not. And that mid-rounding was great at the end. Cross smokes are down. CTs have to over-rotate. No alternative. And with their lurker on B taking the space, it was all too easy. So ECSTATIC. Obviously, the eco win kick-started this. Might have lost to Alessi by a couple ago, but they're stabilizing well.
Pause in here. Makes a lot of sense. Work out some math on what they can even do. Gotta have a little conversation here. Falcons actually have taken 2 pauses back to back. This is something they did last map as well. So apparently the Falcons just like to have a good long chat. For very fast birds, they like to have slow talks.
Have we got another?
Okay.
A lot of pauses today. They're certainly going to buy. I guess the money's a bit janky, so bit of a discussion of where that's going to be landing. But I'm not sure how Falcons should adjust. I think their best rounds. I know they lost the round where Maka got into low tunnels, but it was a really nice round in terms of macro and how they took space. And I don't want them to shy away from taking that space in mid if they're allotted it, because I do think that's when Falcons looks kind of at their best.
Here comes the play. Going to take some space out towards a long. This time a corner smoke does come in a little late. Right with the play out the blue dumpster. Spam damage. Does not work out for the CT side. Falcons on the back foot. Get repositioned up decently.
Kapai from retaking Cat. They're all moving that direction now. Tunnels push. There's 5 committed here for ECSTATIC. They don't have a lurker, so every second that ticks, the win percentage here for Falcons goes through the roof. They've got utility. There are 2 sets of cross smokes, and I think ECSTATIC need to be smart here, Mike. I don't think they can cross on the first set because there's going to be so many counter nades.
Here comes the util. Here comes the motion. These HEs, though. These held HEs. They're going to land. There's one. Chunky. 2 more available. There's another. Little bit of chunk. Time to go for some spam, perhaps. They're already close up. Python spotting them, but there's the chew up. There's them spitting it out. Misuta chunks him up in a big way, and he'll find the last as well. Misuta and NBK hold the line, and Falcons get on the board for a third.
ECSTATIC needs to call that better. They throw 1 cross smoke. They didn't have Brezza and Pit at that point, so Falcons even could see nobody was scaling up. So they hold on to every single nade. By the time the cross actually comes in, 4 on A for Falcons. Every damaging piece of utility on the world landing behind those cross smokes. So even if they didn't die to the nade damage, the smokes would have faded and they never would have crossed. So I'm not super impressed by that call from ECSTATIC, but on the flip side, Falcons doing everything right. Good macro from them.
Bit of a mixed bag in terms of what's being invested into this round. Presumably they're going to go full in. Yeah. Okay. They'll make it work. There's an AK down for Kragan. Queenix can invest into himself. There we go. Fast B play. Yeah! AK getting shot over. They're going to try and beat him to the spot. It's just going to be NBK on the other side. Molotov goes in immediately, though. And Elmock is going to support as well. NBK overwhelmed. Did good damage. Oh. The HE follows it up. That's what they needed. That's what they wanted. And this fast B play is completely denied. NBK sacrifice more than worth it.
Python's trained.
There's no way he wanted to do this. Okay, great shot from Python. But I do wonder whether he transferred just to get the damage, knowing the HE was coming in to follow. Because that'd be a gigabrain play. Less gigabrain. Delivering the bomb into the lap of your opponents, who has the shadow advantage to see when you're coming around the corner.
Listen, if NBK could think that quickly, I think he's in the wrong business. He should be, I don't know, 100-meter sprinter or something with a 0 reaction time. If he can truly calculate the nade coming.
Yeah, I think he might lack the sprinting part.
No, I'm trying to think. What will be a good one? For
the reaction time useful. Time. The sprinty type part, very critical to being 100 meters. Having the 0-second reaction only works if you can then run fast.
It could be an Olympic clay pigeon shooter.
There you go. If he has the vision. I mean, again, reaction time is only part of it. I think he's found his niche here. It's a B-side anchor.
Okay, let's think about what is the sport that hinges the most on just raw reaction time?
Just pure reaction time? CS.
Probably true. Quake, back in the day, obviously.
Yeah.
In terms of a physical sport? Give me a minute. I'll think of something.
Like bobsledding or something? Oh, no. Misuta! High-speed chase out of bullets. But he has set it up with 4, and it'll be Python to take it down.
Well, I don't think it's bobsleighing because you memorize the course, don't you? If you're the driver. Rally,
there is that.
Rally driving might be a good one.
Maybe rally driving, yeah. But again,
this is a bit too technical for NBK to transfer over, in a day.
I think he just needs to be a professional Bop It player.
Professional Bop It player. I guarantee there's a Bop It World Championship. I honestly guarantee it.
I guarantee there was in the early 2000s. I don't know if it's still running. Nice early exchange here. Aggression up mid, though Python did not escape unscathed. Still, they have definitely slowed down ECSTATIC for a moment. And they've got Misuta out by the blue dumpster. Cabbi will be boosted up.
Do they still make Bop Its? Is it still...
Let's find out.
Is it still a thing?
Gotta be, right? Ooh, someone's selling one for $200. That can't be right. Yeah, there's new editions of them. It looks like there are still versions of Bop It being sold.
They're never checking Masuta.
No. One free, two free. Okay, Misuta, round's over. I'll talk about this in a second because that's the kill that comes through. I don't think his scoreline has reflected how impactful he's been in this game, right? In every single map. I don't think he's had the most eye-popping actual count-em-up statistics, but it just feels like he is the most impactful player on the server, bar none at this point.
Even on Nuke, despite the defeat, I don't know what more Masuda could have done. And as you're mentioning, it's just every time we're on board and there's a duel that could decide a round, he just wins it. He just wins it every time. It's a massive impact. As Falcon's looking good, so maybe NBK's transition to his new job won't be so soon. I'm going to look up Bop It World Championship. I need to know.
Yeah, it's got to be a thing, right? There has to have been one at some point. Bop It World Championship. Smash Bop It World Championship Summer 2022. Wait, no, this is beyond the summit. So BTS did it. Apparently. Which it does make sense, I feel like Smash Brothers players would be good at Bop It. This checks out.
That is amazing.
Gonna have to watch that later. But for now, we've got a game of Counter-Strike to watch. And EcstticCabbi, I have to try and make something out of one of these rounds. And while normally I would be discounting one of these rounds entirely, I do remember the time they ran 5 down Cat and won with blocks. So I'm not ready to discount it just yet. And there are 3 players on the wrong side of the map. Maka needs to get the molly down. They're going to be through it. Ooh, hits the no-scope. All right. They're not going to let it happen twice.
Twist it, pull it, spin it. Maka's not going to miss. He's had a great map so far. He's been so dynamic as well. I feel like EcstticCabbi have struggled a lot to have even an inkling of where Maka's playing. That's not helped their cause. Long control again up for grabs. They favoured it so many times, EcstticCabbi, but in the last few, they're winning out in Jules. Molotov pushes the Orba back. One is out towards blue. That's smoked by Cabbi. This is getting chaotic as the flashes rain over, and Masuta largely unaffected. Good hold from Falcons. Same story though, isn't it? Look at Maka. I mean, he's everywhere.
He is so dynamic with that AWP, straight into it. That was the bomb as well, so it's a lot of information. Perhaps it gets a kill elsewhere. Maybe that opens up the possibility of something happening here. I'm surprised Maka is staying so close on the combat. He's lost his mid presence. At some point, he'll need somebody to adjust that, but with smokes not having come through for the cross, they're not too wary yet. And it'll be NBK to go in to adjust.
There is only one smoke, and that's all the way kind of here on Kragan going through T-spawn, so Crisis isn't too much.
This is the new smoke lineup. Someone needs to learn a spawn to CT cross smoke. I'm sure it's doable.
I know one from outside the long
working.
doors.
Yeah, that one I've seen. Ooh, good shot. Good shot. That does mean Maka's so isolated. He's going to adjust in towards mid, recognizing the problem here. That shot goes stray, and suddenly this is EcstticCabbi's round to lose. The bomb will cross the doors. It's been tossed over. It's getting planted. Now, what's the economy look like for Falcons? They can risk going for this. They can justify it, but it's such a tough retake here. We're getting close to the end of the half. And they don't fancy their chances. They're going to back away. They are going to concede. This will be a 6th for ECSTATIC.
Why save? You can buy twice.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure.
They should
Maybe
go hard for the exit kills, as in honestly flash over with 10 seconds left and just try and kill the player's car or something to that tone.
I think they might just be bad at accounting and not realize that Hadji and Maka both have over 12k. Math is hard, Alan.
Is it?
Yeah. In my experience.
Maybe. Explains a lot.
They're CS players, not mathematicians.
True.
I don't know if NBK's reaction time would help in mathematics, though.
Some of us can be in the scene and do both, so...
Perhaps. Keep claiming that you know how to do math, but we'll see.
Oh, my bluff will be called eventually.
One day, I'll just pull out it at my taxes on broadcast. Make you do them. Oh, Hadji's got 2. So much damage onto Cabbi as well. They're gonna go back in towards B, but this time they paid the blood price for it. We'll have a chance. They will be able to go back through, but the retake's gonna be swift. So the numbers are just even. And look at this flank from Brother. They're so punched up. They have no idea. He could have hit the collat there. He's only going to get 1 out of that. But, oh, the swing back in from Krag and his team. Kisuta cannot get past, and it's equalized here.
Did Python just try to take the silencer off? I'm pretty confident, Mike. He right-clicked and tried to take the silencer off, and it got him killed as that player swung window. That is bizarre, to put it lightly. Double all back in players. It really felt like Falcons are going to get double digits, but the wheels have come off for Tad in the last few. But look at Maka. I mean, 1 man up.
Shot Phoenix. Okay. Decent damage done here again, but this is reminiscent of last round. This time, they need to contend with Maka, though. He's missed a shot. A duel between the offers, a duel of the fates, perhaps. They've lost Cabbi in mid. That bomb still needs to get on towards site, but they're so wary of this flank developing, of it coming through. Kraken and Brizzer trying to take an advantage headed into the half. That would be quite the recovery, quite the showing. Bomb will tick away, allowed by the Molotov. Now the retake is on 2-on-4. They stand the few against the many, and it's just the one now. The power of the one, though. He's got only 1. The power was not too much. Defuse on Falcons with a slim lead as we head to the...
Counter-terrorists win.
And we're in it here. Close as close can be between these two teams. A slim lead for the Falcons. But my goodness, did that first half deliver some fireworks, deliver some excitement here, Alan?
Was a lot of fun. Back and forth roller coaster. Falcons somehow still winning the half, despite not the best anti-eco round that I've seen in a while. As this duel into as well is getting real awkward. NBK failed in the end from mid, and they need to commit up short before they get flanked.
Oh, they'll avoid the flank at the very least. They're coming on in, but they're still going to have to deal with Manx and Goose and Queenix down below. They ready for this Hong Kong? No, apparently not. The Goose's beak is sharp, and down they drop. But it'll be the Python to answer back. At least Pythons eat birds. As that Goose is cooked. Hadji, one more to find. Knows the spot. Knows the shot. He's got it. The Glock is on point, and Hadji brings through the pistol.
He's here to play. He is here to play, and Falcons, I think the individuals have stepped up a lot of times in this series. That was yet again another. And I'm intrigued to see what ECSTATIC choose to do. They've shown a lot of ecos on these second rounds. Here's a pause, I guess, to discuss just that. Just hearing this actually tech break, so hopefully we're not here too long, Mike.
Hopefully not. It's always the second half of the third map with these. It's always this way. We're like, oh man, we're ready to get done. We're going to have a reasonable broadcast. Everything's flown all right so far. And destruction. On that note, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll be back.
Back we are.
Fast play. Back we are
I thought you
indeed.
DC'd there, Mike.
Fast play in. No, I'm here. I'm here. And so is NBK. The MP7 is feasting. We've seen a lot more MP7s lately. In his hands, it's the NB7, perhaps.
That's the worst.
Ah?
That's just the worst.
Ah?
First you debate me, thinking you DC'd, and then you make that joke.
Well, I was just waiting for the right moment to come back in. It's all about timing. Timing was not in EcstticCabbi's favor. They actually made the right call. They stacked the right site. It's just, they didn't have the right guns. This time they do, though, Alan. This time they do. And it looks like Falcons want to keep up the fast pace. They've already taken long, and EcstticCabbi say, no, thank you. We do not want to deal with this. Okay, brother. 1 HP.
That's an aggressive frag. Got to hold on to Catwalk, though. They've lost long. Good reaction from Falcons to snipe that control after seeing such presence in towards short. And this is going to get real awkward because Mac is applying pressure. So these two guys are really between a rock and a hard place.
Push in from Manx. He's got it. Just the lineup from the smoke. Knew his angles. Trade was there. Pressure's coming up, and they've conceded. You're going to concede the site. This is going to be interesting. How do you even play as Brezza right now? If you get hit with a flashbang, you're dead. Oh, big kill for Cabbi. If he drops there, it's a very tough retake indeed. Instead, now they've got Long and Catwalk, and 2 players on the site have to contend with 4. So one's dropped down. Maka trying to take the initiative and succeeding in doing so. CT cleared out at the very least. Python cannot hold the line, but Makazin has done enough out towards Long. Now he can play off the bomb. The smoke's gone in, though, and that's going to draw him back up. They're just going to hop on it. They're just going to hop on it. He's not got the lineup. He's not got the lineup at all. It's just going to be diffused right under his nose, and as he goes for the reload, the punish follows.
Chaotic after plan. I think Falcons will rewatch it and kind of decide that we need to just commit in one of the directions here. Sitting on the bomb site was kind of the worst of all the worlds. Good retail from ECSTATIC. Well played together. Good utility usage, so they made it all the more difficult. 8 to 10 then. Feels like it's been a streaky game with Dust2 in my books, where at different points it felt like either team was in a good position, but set for a very close affair here, I think, Mike.
Seems like it. Seems like it. I'm just waiting for Maka to go back in the domination station, though. That first half, there was some really dynamic play from him. Tougher to do on the T side for sure, but this time it seems like they might contend with Manx. Manx in mid. Minx is mid. Mid Manx? That one feels ruder.
Minx?
Minx.
In
Yeah,
Denmark?
he's a fur
Don't think
coat.
so. All right, then.
Here they go.
They're so few nades, they have to go.
Yeah, they do. They've used their smokes. They're cutting out. They're past the spam of Brezzer. He's going to drop the Molotov, though. That will hem them in. Now they're really stalled out, and they can't wait for those smokes to fade, so they need to get around. A smoke is now spent on getting into here. Brezzer, can he shut this all down? He's got one. Only one. That's an okay trade for the Falcons. They'll get this bomb down, and they still got Hadji up in towards mid, so that means Catwalk's confirmed for them. So they're going to plant for Cat. They're going to have a decent chance of this on the post. Oh, it's an awkward fight. That Python wins. Maka needs to hit. He's not doing that. He's not doing that, and Hadji is not in position to defend this. He went down to get the kill, but his teammates all died. So now they can just get on the defuse. And they're actually... Oh, they're going to have it done before he can even get back around. The round is won by EcstticCabbi. Oh, no, Falcons.
I was watching that retake thinking, when is Hadji going to get activated? He was all the way at top mid, picking his timings for the flanks, but his teammates just fell by the wayside so fast it could never truly be a part of that round. And that's a tough one. That's a tough one because I think Falcon should have won that. I think they were in good positions. They had a good crossfire. They had the flank guaranteed, and Yeah, that one's tough to swallow. Another pause comes out. Hopefully a tactical just to regroup, reassess, talk about this buy as the money's on a little bit of the brink. But EcstticCabbi starting to look in a good place to me.
Investment is going to come through into this round. What is going to be spent? Mac 10s? Mac 10s out? Come on, Maka. Go for the Mac. He's going to go for the Glock. Okay, Scout. There it is. Late decision made. Seems like a fast play out towards long. They're just going to try and take the space immediately, and EcstticCabbi are happy to give it to them, except, well, they were trying to make an answer in towards mid, and instead, they made an answer with the death of Cabbi. Blood sacrifice into this round. Python with a nice punish. He should trademark the Python punish. There's a bit of branding.
That would be good.
Better than...
we could have a big red buzzer that when we smack it, a nice graphic and some music, nice soundbite comes up.
A snake coils up around the screen.
Yes.
Python punish. They got long. They got the space. Things are looking good for Falcons. The one limiter here, Alan, is that they've got 2 smokes and nothing else in terms of util.
Should be fine as long as Brezza gets traded. Falls off the site, rotates it, only just making their way over Kragan. I don't think it's going to be a factor, and EcstticCabbi should have grouped much earlier in that 3-on-5. But I guess, in a sense, no harm, no foul. They're going to save these 3 guns.
They're out. Now the question becomes, can Maka get an upgrade from that player who died in towards mid? And I think the answer is yes. The answer is, in fact, yes. I like how when you switch to a player who's reloading, it automatically starts at the beginning of the reload animation, even if they're already close to the end. So we just heard him put that magazine in twice.
Listen, can't expect too much.
But you know what it is called when reloads is done, right? Putting in a new Makazin.
His name is Makazin. You see it
Oh,
above his
my
head?
lord.
He's reloading the magazine.
That's how you know these games have gone on a little long.
Yeah, this is getting... Yeah, you still got another cast to go.
I do, indeed. Soon it's time for NA.
Yeah, and you think this is funky. This is the cleanest CS I've ever seen versus NA.
Oh. It hurts because it's true. 4 players out towards long. They've taken the space. Problem is, all these players over here means no players everywhere else. But they're rotating rapidly, are they? Kraken's been worked in the corner, and Falcons for once going pretty slow.
No more smoke so for the CTs, so shouldn't get stalled out too much longer. Are they going through this? Oh god. Oh god.
NBK saved by the Maka. Saved by the Maka, indeed. Upkeeping mid safe for his comrade. Now there are only 2 players left to be a threat. A Deeg, a 5-7, a Queenix, and a Kragan. Well, they do bisect the map. Or rather, the opposite of bisect the map. They do frame the map. Neither is really in position to do anything about this round.
Might even save the armor. Bomb to be planted, and nice string of rounds now for Falcons. Keep all these numbers alive as well. I'll pay a lot of dividends as we move forwards. Queenix tagged up. And I don't know what it is about this Dust2 game, but neither team seems capable of having any lengthy advantage. So, much as Falcons is good now, if we're still following the script, EcstticCabbi should come good very soon.
Boom. All right, so what's the CT equivalent of running 5 Glocks up catwalk, Alan? Because I think they need it now.
Running 5 USPs up mid.
But they don't have 5 USPs, but they do have 5 pistols. I mean, last time it was just a run up mid, so now I guess it's going to be a run up mid.
Here we
again.
go.
Lower, they're going lower. Hadji might have even seen that. And instead, everyone's just going to take long, and, well, if they just go A, this round could be done. They're all 5 rotating, though. Okay, here's the read. They got the info. Full rotate. Oh, it's going to be kind of spicy here, Alan. Everybody will be in position.
Keep an eye on the flash. That's the only real chance to do damage here.
Quinix does the flash. Everyone peeks. They toss it over. Manx is going to do exactly that. Oh, flash through the smoke. Here it comes. Enough of them are playing anti-flash. It's a little bit chaotic. It's a little bit maddening, but player drops from the Falcons side.
Well played from Falcons. Just good recognition by a couple of the players that that's the only way they lose it. So nice round. And in a game that's felt very back and forth, Falcons are not far away here. I mean, lose this one ECSTATIC, you're ecoing just to get guns out to attempt to streak back 6 for overtime. I mean, it's getting a little bit scary. This round truly matters. ECSTATIC can't afford to lose early entries like they have in the last few. And Maka, so a lot of this on the CT side in terms of being the point man, getting aggressive, taking space, but T-side doesn't seem to have made any difference.
Mangs may be about to feast here. Makazin and NBK are wandering on in. The utility can come out, but he should have vision. Ah, just immediately spams, and now they know. Jig is up. Maka just keeps going. You wait around too long in that position, and NBK is going to punish. He is one wily coyote. He's seen a few of these looks before in his many, many days of Counter-Strike. And now they're bringing the pressure on towards A, and it's just going to be Prezzer. Trying to hold them at bay. Flashbang over. Prezzer. Unless he gets the hero play, this could just be all over. Has Kraken in support. Kraken got the 1, but Prezzer is down for the count. Queenix is on the scene. Here we go. Now it's getting interesting. A late flank, though, and Hadji now has them hemmed in. Just on the copy. And he is erased, deleted, destroyed. 14 rounds on the board. Money shattered for ECSTATIC. This is looking like it might be over and done with, Alan.
Looking rough, looking real rough. What do you do? Do you pick your poison? You really going to eco this and gamble on 6 in a row, or full invest? The chance at a reset looks like it's going to be the kind of the former there. A few pistols in the mix, bit of utility, but they're really consigning themselves to giving 15 to Falcons, barring a truly miraculous round winners. Been a long road. Maybe Falcons should have got it done on nuke, but now they are absolutely in touching distance.
And as we've talked about before, you just need a couple of series to put you through into playoffs. Whoever wins this will have a matchup with the Bad News Eagles in the next, and the winner of that will be into the playoffs. Playoffs. Whoever drops here, well, they'll still get a chance. Player into the pit. It's Python. They are trying to let a Python slide on into the pit.
Sneaking his way in. Needs to be careful though, Falcons. They'll know now it's not a buy. But if I'm in game, especially if I'm the in-game leader here, I am telling my teammates there is a lot of nades in play. So we need to find them. We need to root them out, because if we just try and cross, it could be tricky. It's not like last time where it's one flashbang. There's going to be smokes everywhere. There's multiple flashbangs. It's not going to be as easy.
Creeping up goes NBK. Oh. Spots a player at elevator. This is going to start to rotate. At least bring the third player on over. But they've only seen NBK. Now the execute comes in. Now they've got to go in. 2 players at B are still chilling. Manx has a chance to be tricky here. He's made a step. Now they know. They haven't found him yet, but they do know he's here. He will get one. But only one. Oddly enough, it's the AWP that collects him. Through a smoke, I believe. And this should be over and done with.
Looks like they're even going up for the save on these pistols with the armor. It's Falcons, 15 on the cards. They'll be, even if they're shelling rounds moving forwards, there's going to be so many buys in a row. NBK will even be on 16k following this one. So, can they close it? I certainly felt coming into the series like Falcons were pretty heavy favourites, and you know, EcstticCabbi's played a lot of good Counter-Strike to make it this far, but I just kind of feel like if Falcons are not making mistakes, they are the strongest team.
Yeah, they should be, right? They should be.
Tell you what I'm also thinking is that Dust2 should have been their map pick.
For the Falcons.
It's their favorite map. It's not a map where EcstticCabbi has looked comfortable with this line of all the old one. So maybe they made life a little bit harder than needed.
I feel like, though, if you think you're the favorite, which certainly Falcons would have felt like coming into this matchup, Dust2 is a map that tends to have a decent amount of variance on it.
More than
so
starting T-side nuke?
Yeah, true, I suppose. But again, the T-side, they got to 6 rounds. So I feel like maybe they thought nuke was a more reliable pick, which, as we learned, it wasn't. But might have been the call. Let's see if they can realize this last round and seal things away. It's the final moments of this map, perhaps. EcstticCabbi with one last-ditch effort, and Python has already taken the first kill. He's drawn first blood. Now major pressure on the A players. Brezzer having to come in to address long, but even with a player in towards CT, he's got responsibility for everything.
These B players need to move. They need to move right now. Any seconds wasted is going to be too much.
They're still wary. They're still wary. We all got too much responsibility, and it's been deleted. Even with that trade, it just doesn't matter. Manx has to do more. So much more. Now they're a man down. The crosses can come through. The bomb can be thrown. A little bit of risk there, but if Makazin just kills everyone, well, it won't matter. The Falcons realize it. They get the win. They salt away that dub. They move up in this group. One more match, all that stands between them and the playoffs. They've secured a matchup with the Bad News Eagles.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit long-winded of a match. I'll stand by that Dust2 or Overpass, I think, might have been better picks in this series, but they didn't choose to go in that direction. Fair dues. Nuke, they reflect on that, especially that second half, where it got a little bit scrappy, and I think more mistakes actually slipped